This is a random question. Like, Justin, I feel like sometimes I see you poke into the stream. At some point, can you do that tonight? My audio settings got like reset over the weekend, and I have set things back what I think is correct. But it's like I don't know what's going to sound like completely on the other end. So if you can poke your head in there periodically and listen and let me know if any audio sounds rough, I'd appreciate it. Cool. Yeah. So we are in roll 20 in the Badgers. Uh, I see Romulan and Tingles in the roll 20 thing. That's why I mention it. I'll make sure everyone's getting to the right campaign. It's been a while. So last time, you all were in the middle of fighting the giant Chaos Gate beast. Supposedly some sort of route through to the plane of Limbo. Tough fight. He had these. It's a. I don't know what the right word is. A combination of a whole bunch of different crap just like mushed together, but also huge. That's no moon. Very large object. The hands down the biggest quote unquote thing I have had a party ever fight. So it's been kind of fun pushing the limits of our virtual tabletop to see what is possible. You guys rolled in on your spell jammers. I need to. We got ship fuckery, and then we've got the chariot of the purple dragon. And then I think the Bombard was still named the bomb, or no, the Blunderbuss. The Bombard is the style of ship it is. So you all rolled up on it, found the Chaos Beast out in the middle of the Astral Sea after leaving the Rock of Brawl, the little kind of like piratey asteroid floating above the planet. So you guys blasted out, and from there, found it, started fighting it. It was protected by little versions of itself. You all managed to clear those out and destroy them, and the barrier has gone down, exposing the giant beast underneath. And boom, 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 boom. One key thing is, and I promise I didn't do this out of spite. I really just built the monster and then realized the repercussions after the fact. Is that its big AoE killed your crews on the Spelljammers. I was like, all right, let's build you guys. Let's go again the Spelljamming. And then I was just like, oh, that AoE would technically kill all of their crew members because the ships came rolling in. So we learned that lesson and what encounter design around Spelljammers could look like. But they're all dead. So you're all are kind of freeballing it now on your own without your ships. I think a couple of you can still control and move your ships because you might be piloting them, but I don't remember all the exact details on that. At some point during the fight, Tingles did go down, but just before the end, Cadmail did stabilize and or heal him. So I think Tingles is up and conscious currently.
Yeah, I believe I shoved a regular potion of healing down his gullet.
Oh.
I think.
Mm-hmm. So, talking about the big thing again. Yeah, I think you did too.
Yeah, it's the last thing.
Oh, thank you, Justin. Boom, boom, boom. Gotta update the tokens. Hold music. You are Inglorious Badgers. This is J Pingles. Sorry, I forgot about the text setup for the VOD overlay. Hold music. Hold music.
Please hold.
Right. Now Romuel. Oh, that's old Romuel. One moment. Epic level Romuel needs to be in. I'm gonna miss Prescott.
No,
I just had to override
gone
the
but not
token.
forgotten.
Now Orpho.
He's out there somewhere.
Wandered. I guess he would be an old hobo now, or a middle-aged hobo, 50s, 60s
I
hobo.
guess so. If he's still kicking. But,
Yeah. Now Shriley's. I love seeing your guys' tokens again. I love epic level Cadmiel missing an eye with the scars and stuff. Love it. All right. Bam. I think everyone's updated. Cool. Sorry about that. So reminder about the monster that you're fighting. So the big thing is a part of it, right? And then its other part is the eyes that I'm moving right now. So you can attack the big part, but it doesn't do as much damage, right? Essentially, it's going to have resistance to everything because it's just the massive of it. So its vulnerable part is the eyes. So just kind of use that for your considerations. Ooh, it's a storm, and hopefully I don't lose power.
I heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same.
I was like, oh, did you seriously just play a storm sound clip to get the point across?
I wish. My it's really satisfying. My brother-in-law, we've been playing Escape from Tarkov. We've been playing a game online together, and he lives in the neighborhood. And like it was stormy the other night. Like we would hear it coming, hear the thunder over each other's microphones before, to like half a second before. It was very satisfying. Okay. Any questions? Because right now it would be the ship fuckery's turn, which includes Romuel and Tingles in it. Cool. If there's no questions, I think Romuel, maybe you can roll in first so JP can get his feet underneath him while he's working.
all right. Let's see. Oh, damn it. Sorry, I'm trying to measure something out.
I wish it defaulted to linger. Silly little preference.
Yeah, I wish I could have. I guess
Or like have more than one. Yeah, I can't remember. There is a way I think to like go and then cut corners, right? Is that what you're trying to do?
yeah, because every time I guess I could just do that and just try to figure out how much space that is. 75. Okay, I'll have enough. So I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna cast Fireball at 3rd level towards the eyes.
Oh yeah, we do have a couple of little dudes down here, so I'm assuming you're just gonna try and catch all of them and sculpt your boys.
Yeah, let me see if I can, how many I can get. Because it's only a 20, I think.
You might be able to squeeze it just to tip the eyes and this one down here.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. Because remember, that's Quail, and that's not a baddie.
Right.
Oh, just one more square down. Oh, look at the tip. One more square up. Yep, there you go.
There.
That's all.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
So I'll just sculpt it around Orkbo. Actually, I'll make it 5th level.
5th level. All right. All right, I'm going to give me a damage roll, please.
All right.
And what's
37. Oh,
37?
wait. And, well, there's more. I forgot.
That's a low roll for Romulan.
Yeah. Mm,
Can you reroll ones?
43. No, ones become twos. And then I get an extra d6. So 43?
43. I trust your math. All right. Starting with the little dudes.
You probably shouldn't. And then I'm going to move back to be just one square outside of the thing. Just one square out.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
Alrighty. So first one failed. So he takes, and I think they do take all the fire damage. So that was 46, we think.
3.
43, we think. All right, next one. Oh, wait. Sorry, he succeeded. 25 is a success, right? Maybe? Justin, a success?
43, so 22?
Or, excuse me, he rolled a 25 on success. Or against the save. Is a 25 a success on a deck save against your DC these days? I don't remember.
Let me look it up.
I just
25
assumed.
Meets.
I assumed he didn't, so I was just like, okay, so he did take
25.
half.
Yeah, 25 beats. So I guess 22.
Rounded down, so 21. 43 would be
21,
21.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Next one failed, so 43. Boom, boom, boom. Next one failed, and let me just do the next one too. Odds are not in their favor, so let's just get these rolls out. All right, fail, 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 fail. And now, big boy. I'm a big boy with no family. All right, he fails. Bum, bum, bum. Fuck you. He'll use a legendary resistance.
Big boy will?
Big boy does. He fails and uses
Oh.
resistance.
Awesome.
One down. Okay. Tingles, you're up if you can manage.
All right. What do I have? Like 1 HP right now? Or do I stop?
You should have 9.
9. Okay. I think.
Justin, just so you know, your microphone's catching echoes every little bit here and there for some reason.
I'm
Continue.
gonna turn it down.
Go ahead, JP.
Guys, just help me. Should I do a fireball or heal myself?
I think it might just be better to heal yourself, because the more you're up, the better.
Okay.
Where is Tingles?
Way out to the
Way
west.
out, all the way out.
You see
See where it
410
says
haste.
Pad mail,
Yeah.
4 out of 10 haste turns used.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use a spell slot instead of the staff. Okay, I'm gonna do, I guess, cure wounds on myself.
Tingles touches himself in the middle of combat.
I mean, yeah. Just kind of reaches down his pants and says cure.
Just ports out to the Feywild.
I can't remember if we broke that curse or
All
not.
right. 27.
Word.
Do I have any bardic inspiration to give out? I do. I have 3. Cadmel, you're the only one that can hear me right now. Do you need? You don't have any inspiration. So you've been inspired, bitch.
I want that on a t-shirt. Okay. Anyways, half your movement to stand up, so you do have like half your movement if you want to. Remember, guys, your fly speed
Yeah,
in
I do
space is
that.
intelligence. So it's like 10 times your intelligence score. Is that right? What it was, or is it 5 times your intelligence score?
It's 5.
5. Yeah, I'm like 10. I think is too much. Yeah, 5. Okay. Alrighty. That brings
I
us.
mean, if you want to do 10, that would be really helpful for this fight.
With access to haste and speed potions, I don't feel bad. Cool. It's the Bombard crew's turn with Quaylen and Orkvo. Orkvo, if you get to go first. I don't remember what you turned into, JP, but you are wild shaped as Quaylen. I have you as one of the elemental icons, but I don't know if that's what you were or not. So
It was
I
some
thought I
sort of
lost that one.
elemental, yeah.
Down.
say that again.
I thought I lost that.
As Quaylen? I don't think Quaylen's gone down.
Oh, Quaylen. Shit. Okay. Is it
Yeah. Wow.
Quaylen's turn right now?
Well, it's about to be your turn. I'm letting you know you're wild shaped, and I don't know what you were wild shaped into. It could have been the elemental. I'm giving you a heads up. So Jeff's gonna go as Orkvo, but I'm getting you
Great
just
question.
prepared.
All right, I'll figure it out.
Yep.
I don't think the Bombard can do anything, right?
It could technically, well, no, you're not attuned to it, so it can't do anything. Correct. Yep.
Okay. All right. My turn. Let's see. Can I? What is the red square? Is that something I've done?
I think that was from your rage.
That's
think.
right. So it
I
should
wonder
go
if
away
something
now.
was there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I have like the chaos burst thing now, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can do it as a bonus action or something now.
Yeah.
Forgot we retooled your ability.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
have we established if these guys have a long reach or not?
I'll tell you. Oh, let's find out. Even I don't remember. You guys have fought him enough that it's like I'm totally fine if we.
Anyways, I think I can maneuver past them.
Looks like one of them will get an attack either way. But yeah, it's a question of multiple.
Okay.
If you go that way, right? Because that square would trigger, or that one to the north would trigger the other one. All right. Do they have reach? They do not. I guess you could. JK. Yep. You could definitely just squeeze between that 5-foot square.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. This guy's gonna probably.
This is weird. I do think you get one. Let me draw rather than moving you, because you could have gone here, then here. This square is technically the one to the northeast.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I get one attack on you.
I'll take it.
These guys don't hit very hard, to be fair, and 16 hit anyways. So continue.
Cool. Let's see. I will go ahead and pop one of those chaos bursts. D4. My computer's running slow. I'm outside and it's hot. I don't like it.
To be fair, I remember when we did this battle map. It's a big one, and I think Roll20 is struggling with it. So it's probably.
Yeah, it's more than that though. It's like my whole browser is kind of janked up.
Oh, got it.
Since I've been outside. Chaos of the Hunt, a demonic.
On my end,
body.
this one map is using 1.4 gigabytes of memory.
Jesus.
I apologize.
Random creature I can see within 60 feet, and then it will give me advantage. I can't remember if I have advantage anyway.
I think you're force.
I think I lost. I think that.
No,
was
you
it.
lost it. Yeah, they did a big dispel magic AoE. That's what it was. Yeah.
Okay, so 60 feet. That's everybody down here and Big Boy.
I might start change. I think it was random, including allies. We should probably just at this point just change it to enemies.
Okay.
1, 2, 3,
One
4,
random feature.
5.
We can see.
All right, starting with 1 up here, or big boy. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 would be this one here that swung at you.
Well, okay then. Nice to know.
Yeah, I guess popping that beforehand is kind of the play because then you can play off of it. Yeah.
Why am I bad at computers right now? Yeah, I'm just going to attack, and I can't remember how hard I need to hit this guy, but I will.
Yeah, I don't think you guys have really gotten to swing at him too much, so.
Alright. I will go without the reckless for now.
Okay.
18 to hit?
18 misses.
Yeah. 28, I hope hits.
28 hits. 28 misses. I'm just kidding.
23, 4 slashes.
Yeah.
And we were fire. That's another 5 of fire. I've got the fighter thing where it says, what does it say? Reroll 1 or 2 on damage die with a melee weapon. That's not the damage dice. Never mind. So yeah, where I said.
If you want to,
23
I don't mind you extending that to the fire damage on top of it. I think
Okay.
it might not be intended that way, but it's like, it's just a good reason to use it.
Okay.
Yep.
I remembered I had a feature. Hey, turn that.
All right, so another
Turn
4
that
technically.
5 into a 10 or into a 9. Sorry.
Got it.
Fire.
All right.
And
Swinging and a swinging.
I think that's all my movement, so I'm good.
All right. Before I forget, legendary actions.
Legendary.
All right, he teleports. And Romuald, from underneath you, a mouth forms and tries to bite you.
Wonderful.
That's nasty.
Okay, that'll be a 31 to hit.
Yeah, I think that hits.
Okay. All right, first half of this is 21 piercing damage. Second half is 16 acid damage.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and actually I'll hold off. So 21 piercing, 16 acid.
Correct.
Ouch.
Alright.
Okay.
All right, Quaylen's up.
So I really don't know what I was. I was looking at it, and I don't remember. Probably a fire elemental, maybe.
I think I have a fire one though. So I would have changed it to fire if you were fire. Let me just say this.
Where is?
Not that important to me. You can be which I say just choose an elemental and you tell me which one you want to be and we'll just go with it.
Okay.
Personally,
Where
yeah.
is Quaylon? Oh, I see.
Pinging.
Right there. Okay.
Unless Justin can tell us what you turned into. Or is your memory finally going to
does.
fail you, Justin? Was it 2 months? What did he
It
wild shape
looked like a
into?
water elemental, but
I think that might have been a stand-in. I'm not sure, though. You know what?
Oh,
I think you
okay.
were a water elemental. I kind of vaguely remember you trying to get into creatures, maybe? Whatever. Whatever. Be
At
whatever you
one
want.
point, I was a giant snapping turtle because the hit points on the snapping turtle are 32 of 75.
This
So I
does
was
say
tracking the
59.
HP on that.
Yeah.
What says what?
The fire elemental thing says 59 on it. I don't know if that helps at all. Or that your token right now says 59.
Oh, I don't, dude. I don't know. I think Justin, when was I a snapping turtle? Was that in this match?
Maybe,
I
yeah.
don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember you ever being a snapping turtle. I remember you summoning bears.
I remember the
I did
bears.
summon. All right,
Just be a fire elemental if that's what you want. That's
fire elemental. All right, that's fine. Multi attack. What's the +6 to hit? 6 plus 3. All right. And how far can this guy move? 50 feet in the wisdom. I think it's still 50 feet or something like that. I don't know. Okay. So I'm gonna just like just are these guys right here people that I needed to attack? These three
they are enemies technically. Yep.
tokens. Yeah, so I'm just gonna like go between those three guys because there's a thing where I guess if I touch them, stuff happens. Is that Is that what this is or?
All right. The elemental can move through space. The creature's the elemental. Okay, creature that touches elemental or hits with melee attack while within 5 feet of it takes fire damage. Addition can enter a hostile creature and stop there. The first time it enters a creature space on a turn, the creature takes 5 fire damage. So as you move into all three of them, go ahead and roll me 3 different d10s.
3 d10s. Can I just roll 3 at once and then we'll
Yep.
just split them up?
Yep. Yep.
All right, I got an 8, a 4, and a 4.
All right. First one takes 8. Second one takes 4. Third one takes 4. And then they catch on fire. Fuego!
And then this melee weapon attack. So it says multi-attack. Elemental makes 2 touch attacks. So is that
I'm not really sure what your question
something
is.
separate or?
Yeah, the fire form just happens whenever it just happens when you move into it, and then you can make your attacks.
Okay.
It does not require an action.
So now I'm attacking.
Mhm.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna attack. Are any of them more bloody than the rest, or they're all just kind of the same?
The one to your eastish and southish are looking worstish.
So like this guy right here.
Yeah, he looks the worstish. The Worcestershire.
Okay. +6 to hit, so d20.
Yeah, your fire elemental speed is
Uh,
actually faster than your intelligence speed with it, because it's only like a 6.
Right.
Well, actually, it would be based off of
That was
quail.
the-
Anyways, I'm talking out loud. Bum, bum, bum.
That's
6
a
plus 6
12.
is 12, and that is a miss. Okay.
Okay. And then it's multi-attack, so I get.
To do it
Does
again.
that mean I get to?
Mhm.
Okay, so let's see. That's worse. All right, that's the end of my turn. I'm just gonna sit here and flame on, bitches.
Flame on! All right.
Flame on.
The end of your turn, another legendary action. Yeah, he's gonna teleport again.
Am I technically touching the beast or no? Like the big thing?
You know what?
Or is that the thing with the center?
100%.
All
I'm
right.
totally fine with that. It's big and it's sticking out in 1,000 different directions. Yeah, go and roll a d10. It'll be half of the damage, but it's still damage. Every point counts.
2. I've done my part.
All right.
Singe. Bet that smells awesome.
Burnt. It's like, and this is all fleshy, but it's supposed to be like, I couldn't find a good image, of course. That's like, what's the moon size thing of just like any object and just randomness you could think of. So I just found this like myriad creature to toss on there. It's not all fleshy, but
A moon-sized
okay.
pair of our artificial teeth.
Just big giant dentures.
Yeah.
It does lash out at you again, Romuald, with a mouth as it opens up and tries to bite you with a 28 to hit.
It's gonna hit.
Okay. That'll be 17 piercing plus 16 acid. 17 piercing, 16 acid.
All right. This time I will use Absorb Element.
Okay.
17 piercing and 16 half to 8.
Absorb elements, yeah, half to 8. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Little dude's turns. After Quaylen ends. And they'll just... They do not put out the fire. Boop, 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 boom. So he will take... JP, we go and roll 3d10 for me? If you're listening. If not, I can do it. I'm just going to do it.
Yeah, I'm listening. 3d10.
Yeah, 3d10.
All right. That's a 2, a 9, and a 6.
Okay. They did not put out the fire themselves, so they are burning. So just want to get that out of the way. And now they're going to start swinging at the fire elemental. Boom, boom, boom. They do back up instinctively. Actually, they don't have that much instinctively as little pawns. Little 8 ads. So they're just going to just sit there and just take the damage as they swing at you. Alrighty. They use Flurry of the Claws. Little buzzsaw like them. First one swinging is a 21 against the fire elemental. So I'm assuming that's a hit. Second swing against the fire elemental is a 16. I believe that's a second hit. Yep. And then a third. And then we'll see that. 17 is a 3 hits. So I'm going to start with that. You are resistant to psychic damage, so we'll get some of the stuff halved. All right. JP, if you can hear me, one creature has hit the fire elemental 3 times, and I'm about to start subtracting the damage on the token.
Hello?
Oh, can you hear me? Oh, I don't know why I was muted. Weird. Sorry, nothing was heard. One of the creatures is doing 6 attacks on the fire elemental. He has rolled 3 times and hit 3 times. JP, I am going onto the token and I'm doing it for you. Okay. I'm going into the fire elemental token on roll 20 as 59 HP according to the token. And I'm going to start subtracting from that. So the first half of it is 9 slashing on the first hit, and the second half of it is psychic damage, which will be halved. So 8 to 4. Now the second damage will be 5 slashing. And then psychic halved, 9 to 4.
What?
Someone talking to me? Or
Sorry,
is
no, that
Jeff.
sorry.
Okay. Oh, good.
You talking to me?
10 slashing, and then
What's-
so this dude here is attacking the fire elemental. He has a lot of attacks, and I just rolled so I can do damage at once. He hits you 3 times off the first 3 attacks, so I just did the damage, and I've been subtracting it from the token. The token had 59 on it, and I've been subtracting from the token and applying resistances and stuff.
Okay.
Okay. So it's now down to 23 after the first 3 attacks, but I think every time he hits you, it takes damage or something. Yep, so 3d10 for me. Oh, I guess technically could have killed him, so that's what I get for skipping it along. So 17 damage. Cool, perfect. You kill that one as it burns itself alive, killing it or attacking you. Off its 3 hits. So now on to the next one, who's going to attack you. Oops, wrong one. That'll be a 24 to hit. Let's go ahead and roll d10 for me.
Sorry, 1 second. D1, D10. All right.
D10, yep.
9.
Okay. He hits it a second time. Roll another d10.
8. Countdown.
8. And then this last one takes the elemental out of his form, but you do destroy that one in the process. So you're now back to Quaylen form.
And with that, I'm just back to my full HP, right?
You're at your HP, but there might be, I think there's elemental had 1 health left when I just rolled this last damage. So that would have been 10 psychic, half to 5. So Quaylen took 4 psychic damage, and that's already halved.
Got it. Okay. Dunzo.
Okay. Now it's this one's turn, as it's going to unleash 6 attacks on Quaylen.
Okay.
All right. That's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, he has a 14 AC.
Oof. 11 slashing. And then 5 psychic, which I believe is half. I think everyone took psychic resistance potions, right?
Vaguely recall. So 11 and what?
11 and 2. It's rounded down to 2.
And
I
is
think
he
what
on
was
fire
it?
or is he?
You're not an elemental, or excuse me, he's still on fire, so he rolls. Yeah, roll d10. What'd you say, Justin?
I think Orkbo's the only one who took the psychic.
Oh, really?
I think so.
I remember taking it. I don't remember about anybody else.
Yeah, I assumed you guys had more than one.
I still have one in my inventory, I think.
Yeah, because I think we bought 2,
Oh.
and yeah, you took one before this fight.
I'm not going to walk back anything I just did. Is what it is. But so no longer resistant to psychic, Quaylen, unless you can tell me otherwise, JP. So that was
I think so.
another 5 damage from him, gone from fire. All right, so that was the second attack. Here comes the third. 16's a hit. That'll make things a little bit faster. 12 slashing plus 9 psychic, 21 total damage. Fifth attack is a 14.
Does he take another D10?
He was only taking damage when you were elemental, and when he hit you, he was taking damage. But he was still on fire, so he did take damage at the beginning of his turn for that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Every time he hits the flame elemental, he takes damage. Okay. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. That makes sense.
You did the 21 damage.
Yep.
All right. 14's a hit. 5 slashing plus 8 psychic for 13 damage. And then his last attack is a 10, and he misses. this one's turn and goes chasing after Orkfo and does the same thing. I'll only do the recharge on that guy. That probably won't matter. Nope. Okay. Orkfo rolls up 16. I'm assuming is a miss. 17. I'm assuming is a miss. 13's a miss. And 21.
What did you say? 21.
21.
21's a hit.
21's a hit. All right. 7 slashing, half to. I guess I can just tell you the total. 12, half to 6. Total. 12 total, half to 6. I think he has one more. And that's a miss. Cool. His turn has come. I'll drop my last legendary action at the end of their stuff. It's now going to do a legendary action attack on to Orkfo. As you now see it, like, kind of reach out and try and smush you with its acclamation. I'm trying to think of a word. 23, I believe you said, is a hit.
Amalgamation. 23 hits.
Amalgamation. Amalgamation of appendages. Say that 5 times fast. All right, 23 is a hit, so that will be 14 plus 16, 30. And I'm assuming you still have resistance to acid damage, so that'll be half to 15. Yep. Okay. The Chariot of the Purple Dragons crew's turn. So Cadmiel and Tatiana. I'm not sure why, Jeff. Your microphone is like picking up static.
Is it rain?
Oh, I wonder.
Rain happening.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Croatia Italy game in the background and my kids humming. So,
no worries. Yeah, I think it's the rain though, because it is static. It's not bothering. It's like it's just picking up occasionally.
All right, I'll mute when I'm not talking.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, Cadmiel.
Yeah, I am checking. All right. So, let me just real quick look at that. I wish I could type today. Look up spell haste because I need to double check. Do it double my speed? Because if so, yep, speed is doubled, and my speed is 5 times intelligence score right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes it 45 times 2 is 90. Dash makes me 180. So 1 sec while I go to linger. Oop. I will use one of my actions to dash, get all the way up to here.
Zoomies.
And then I will use my other action to take the dodge action.
Smart. Respect.
And up that to 5 out of 10 haste turns used. Oop. And that's the end of my turn.
Ooh. Tatiana is not looking good HP wise. She is going to dimension door some space between her and the monster. And I'm just going to move as far as I can that direction off the map, or on the map. She is zoom. You know what? Orvex was not an initiative, so we're not going to worry about Orvex. Okay. All right. So that was her turn to dimension door out into space. The Chaos Beast's turn. Ooh. I need to. Do I have? I kind of need to see if I have the rolls history in here or not. Because he has a recharge ability that I'm pretty sure he did once. But I don't think it's going to go that far back. I don't remember if it recharged. So I'm going to roll a recharge for the big beast off this big ability he used last time. So he needs a 5 or a 6. Or I think he used it last time for all I know. It's like never actually happened, but I think it did. Okay. I'm assuming he did, and then nothing else happens. So he won't use that. Okay. All right, he's going to start with an Orc Foe attack. Nat 1. Okay. Moving on to a Romulan attack. 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
15 piercing. And 8 acid.
Is that 16 acid or 8? Because I think absorb element
It's still going.
lasts the whole round. Yeah.
Cool. So that'll be 4.
Let's just make sure. Yep, until the start of my next turn. So 4 acid.
Okay. And then he will go for Cadmel at disadvantage. First roll was a 32. Second roll is 24. I think it's a miss these days.
That is below my AC.
Awesome. All right. And those were his 3 attacks. And then
Yeah,
he
my
will...
AC is 26. Actually, plus 2 because haste. 28.
All right, then Romulan and Tingles are on deck as they reposition him. Okay.
Tingles.
Rain is
Do you
hitting
want me
over
to go
here.
first?
Please, yeah.
Dude, that Italy shot was amusing. What?
Oh, right? Yeah. Okay, you saw it.
What?
They created nothing, too. Like, they were not having a great game.
They
They
looked
just...
so bad the whole match.
whole match. Just I keep fighting.
I'm also going to have to run away. I do not have much HP. I'm just going to fire bolt.
Oof. Alright.
It's a 33.
33 hits.
$27.
27 fire damage.
Yes. And then I'm going to back up. Oh, goddamn. To here, and then I'm going to Misty Step 30 more feet.
To be fair, Robert, I could always say silvery barbs against the 33. Robert just joined us in chat.
Romulan.
Robert just joined
You
us
said
in
Robert.
chat. Oh, did I say Romulan? I meant to say Robert.
Oh. No. You said Robert.
Robert's on Twitch, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Tingles is up.
All right. Well, I think I'm too far away to heal Romuald. I guess I could fly towards him. Let's see. What's what's my distance heal spell? What's the distance heal? I'm the healer. I should fucking know this shit.
Healing word.
Uh, healing word. Yeah. So that's 60 feet. So I need to make it to here. And from here to here is that 75. And my flight speed is 50. So I think what I'll do to prepare myself is I will move 50 feet closer and then take a shot at the big guy. So right to here. How do I get that to linger again?
And it's in the options on the left when you like click on the measure tool. It's a little menu pops up.
So I'm gonna move to there. I should zoom in some.
You could always
Okay,
dash.
and now, well, I want to take a shot while I can, because it's not like I can cast heal this round. Even if I dash, I can't heal,
Well,
right?
healing word's a bonus
So
action.
is it?
Mm-hmm.
You know my character better than I do.
But then you would be restricted to a cantrip or a different action, not a leveled spell after that. But you could dash and then bonus healing word. But you might want to look at the.
Then I can't
I'm not.
do anything.
Why am I
because
coaching?
Dash is the action, right?
Correct.
No, I'm just saying dash is the action. So
Mhm.
all I can do is a bonus action, which is healing word, right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay. So dash is another 50. Yeah.
If that's your movement speed,
Like it's double this flying speed.
it's not double. It's 10 times or 5 times your intelligence score.
Right. My flying speed is 50. So if I dash, it's another.
Oh, you're saying that? Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Another
okay.
100. Yep.
Okay. So that's gonna put me to here. Okay. And then healing word on Justin. What level do I want to cast that at? 5th level. Alright, Justin. I'm healing you. I hope you feel the healing from me. All up inside you is my healing streaming from me to you. You got healed 17. I hope it was worth it.
That's pretty good.
All right.
Do you feel healed, bitch?
One more attack.
Anything else, Tingles?
Well, that's all I get, right? I did the dash.
All right. Legendary actions. Oh, I'm going to do a recharge on it while I'm thinking about it now that the turn ended. So he needs a 5 or a 6 for the big nasty. Okay. The big nasty has been recharged when he gets back to his turn. Okay, he will okay. And that will be Orcful. That's a 20 to hit Orcful.
That's my AC.
Your total is 31 damage, half the 15. Okay. Orcfo's turn, Quaylen on deck.
And he moved, damn it. Yeah, I guess I'll just go for the guy right in front of me then. Hopefully, the hasty guy can do some major damage this next round. Let's see. Not reckless does a 23 hit.
Yep.
Cool. For 20 slashes and 9 fires.
29 almost. He had 28 health left. One slash. Goes down.
Yep. And guess I'll go for the other one. 5. Hold on, I gotta zoom in so I can see the squares. 10, 15.
Yeah, it's starting to storm here pretty bad.
Oh, they just get to your neighborhood. That's funny.
It's been here for a little bit, but I just saw that thunder hit my microphone as far as doing the activity thing on Discord, so.
Oh, wow. All right. 22 total damage. He is still up.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll that one.
Okay.
Just gotta make sure the die. What is the die? The die is a.
D6. Or you can technically reroll 2 D6s.
Is
There's-
those the other one a 2?
There's 2 ones. There's one in the normal weapon, and then there's one in the fire, which I'm allowing you to reroll.
Oh yeah. Right on.
So another 2. And another 4. Okay. Still up, unfortunately. But
Oh, son of a gun. So I have 25 feet left. That's not enough to get out of the radius. I'll stay.
all right. Quaylen, there's one in front of you looking really rough.
Cheat.
I'm gonna do something real quick too, because I'm pretty sure he used this before. Just so you guys know what to expect with this big thing that's going to happen. It was a huge sphere ability that did 10d10 acid damage, and that's a dex save. It also, for those who failed, that's where those little dudes came from. It's like if you fail, a little dude appears. And that's also what disabled all the magic, was that ability. So that's what's coming up potentially, just so you all know.
And that's the radius is like the big part of it.
The big part of it. Yep.
So if you can get out, get out. Essentially.
And we haven't been playing with too much height difference, but so you guys are aware, because you would know, it was a 30-foot radius. So for like those who are like floating over it, if you say you go up, that could help potentially. But Quaylen's turn.
Yeah. If I did stun burst, which is a 60-foot radius, I would be able to get the guy in front of me and the thing.
Well, as a safer racing point, each creature in that line must make a Constitution saving throw and a fail save. Yes, but Orc Foe is in that, and does it say you can choose?
I mean, I can choose where to cast it. So
Well, the thing is if the big creature, you can hit it, but it does half damage. The eyes are full damage. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So if you were trying to potentially get full, a chance at full, you would want to try and tag him. The
Cast it
eyes.
over there.
Yeah.
Okay. Where is
That dude in
Orc
front of
in the
you's
order?
looking super weak, just FYI.
Okay. I can just do a cantrip on him. I have Primal Savagery, which just looks kind of badass. Never used it. And it's 4d10 damage. That'll save me a spell slot. So I think I'm gonna do that. And my flight's 65 feet, so I can fly. Okay, so I'm gonna do that.
You have
Primal
what is
Savagery.
this? Primal Savagery?
It's a cantrip.
Oh, it's a
It's plus
cantrip.
11, and then it's 4d10. Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, nice. That's cool. Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna. But I hit. What is
You have to
that?
hit, right? It's a plus 11.
Is it range or is it?
I think it says you
that
turn.
do?
I'm pretty sure it's a melee attack. You like, I get Wolverine claws and then I hit him.
Okay, within 5 feet. So I have to go up. Okay. Yeah, I need to get up next to him.
You are within range already, but it's okay.
Am I? Okay. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Diagonal counted.
All right. So I'll do that. Plus 11 against that guy. 16. God, fucking
16
terrible roll.
hits.
16 hit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 31. That's actually really fucking good damage.
That was
That
great
kills him, right?
damage. Yep.
All right. I'm just gonna fly away. I mean, 65 feet. Because you're saying something about a 30-foot.
What you're gonna want to do?
Straight up.
Yeah, you're gonna want to go straight up, because that whole giant thing has a 30-foot radius for this big AOE. So that's all of that plus 30 feet. So you flying 65 feet
Okay.
there straight, it's not going to do anything. You're want to go straight up from where you are.
Okay, so we'll just keep note of that ourselves that we're 60 feet.
Yeah, I
higher
usually
than
suggest
everything
click
else.
on your token and there's little circles. Choose one of those and put like 65 in it. You just click on your token and you'll see little circles.
65. All right.
Okay. All right, all right. Another legendary action. So what kind of leaves? I mean, he has options still. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to do a ranged attack this time. 1. That was literally Tingles. All right, so here comes a psychic orb. Comes flying out from it towards Tingles. That's a 24 to hit.
Towards Tingles.
Mhm.
Okay, so and he did how much damage?
It will be 18 psychic damage.
Okay. He's looking shitty.
All right. We got the Purple Dragon crew, Cadmail and Tatiana.
Alright. Cadmail will roll on up to the eyes. It's 50 feet. Enact his slicey and dicey. I will use Fighting Spirit, get my 15 temp HP. 3 attacks at advantage, split 1 in half. So first attack is 34 to hit.
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do
12
it.
plus 12, so 24 damage on the eyes. Second attack is 23 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
For 16 plus 6, that's 22 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Next attack is with advantage, 32 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
22 damage.
Mm-hmm.
34 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
16 plus 5, it's 21 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. That was, yeah, 2 with advantage. Then, features, gonna use my action surge. That's another 3 attacks I'm gonna make with advantage.
Yes.
22 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
17 plus 14, 31 damage.
Mm-hmm.
30 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
19 plus 15, that's 34 damage. $31 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
17 and 14, that's 31 damage. And last is my single attack from haste. That's a crit.
What the fuck? Okay. Yeah.
That is.
So, remember, I'm going back to just kind of like how we used to do crit rolls. So you get 1 damage die max. So you'll get 6 plus 8, 14 plus 11. So you're at 25 right now.
And I forget, does that also apply for the
Brett,
Dragon's Wrath? Or?
Yep. That is also doubled.
Cool, so that's 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 3d6?
No, those aren't max. Those are, you just get to roll them twice. Yeah, just 1 weapon die max, and then everything else just roll twice.
Cool. So 6d6, 55 total.
How much did you do in that?
I know, you're going to have to add all that up. That was sick. All right. Well, we add up how much freaking crazy amount of damage Cadmiel just did. That was epic. He'll use his last legendary action here. Let's figure out what
that wasn't the end of my turn, though.
Oh, go ahead. I heard
I'm
last
gonna use
hasted.
the end of my turn. I've got like 40 feet left of move speed. I'm going straight vertical away from it.
Oh, I just realized he could have done an attack of opportunity on Quaylen, but let's just say he does it on Cadmiel.
Cadmail.
Yeah, it's fine. And it's not necessarily the eyes that are doing it. It's just you get a sense that once you go about 15 feet off of its surface, it can reach out and try to hit you. And that's a miss. 19. Parts of it just reach up trying to grab you as you go flying. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3. Orcfo. He tries to bite you. That's a nat 20. Good, that was on you because you get resistance. All right, so that will be not great rolls off the start, which is good too. Oh wow! I rolled 2d10 and I rolled 2 1s on the second half of that, so that's a good start. Wow. So it's 16, 34. That was 34 total damage, half the 17. That went really well for a crit. Orc, did you hear that? 17 damage.
Sorry, I'm muted. Yeah, I got it.
All right. Okay, Tatiana's turn. She casts Power Word Kill onto Robert because he keeps telling you guys that she's going to betray you. She's like, shh. All right. I had an idea of what I wanted her to do. Let's look at the description again.
Robert's got to go.
was thinking of doing a dominate monster with her on it, but we know it has legendary resistance. I feel like as a player, probably wouldn't risk it in this moment. Not with a 8th level spell that it can just legendary resist.
Kind of like the sound of that spell, though.
Is that how
Mm-hmm.
much damage we've done to it, Riley?
We.
Just this one round.
That is what
That was
Riley
just
did.
you on that one round. I see.
Meteor
And I think I'm
swarm.
missing a beat because it's not showing up in the chat for a few where I did the
Yeah, I saw
damage on
that,
the Moon
but
Touch
yeah.
sword, but then it immediately.
You had a lot of 19s that weren't showing up. Which I believe you. I remember noting that. I was like, you're like, no, another 19.
Yeah, I think I need to not hit the damage on the Moon Touch sword until, or specifically, what was happening is I would roll the hit, wait a little bit for the dice to stop, and then I would hit damage on both the sword and the Dragon's Wrath, like one right after the other. And I think hitting the one on the Dragon's Wrath hews it up, but kind of screws things up. So I'm going to slow that down from here on.
I think she's not going to do it all or nothing spell. So she'll try and get some guaranteed damage out. So she'll come try and toss a fireball. But the trick here is that it's so far. I don't know if she can get to the eyes, but she got. So let's see how far she can get. And also staying outside of its range of that 30 feet. What is her intelligence score? I think it might even be higher than just... Okay. So that's that. So well out of the range of potential AoE thing. And then Fireball is 150. So she's not close to getting right on top of them. So it's like, man, this guy's annoying. Maybe she'll just get close and do Ray of Frost and just trying to hit him. She doesn't want to use a spell slot on something that could be potentially halved and then halved. All right, Ray of Frost. Oh, 29 will be a hit. So that will be 4d8 cold damage. Come on. 9. And I'm actually checking to see if that resists the cold. Okay, no, but so she does 4 damage.
Yeah.
It's now its turn. Here's the weird part. He does have movement. All right, I'm going to choose a direction. Tingles and Rawmail's 1, Cadmail is and Quailin are 2, essentially. Up or to the side. Goes for the spellcaster, boys.
By Romulan. And
Oh yeah, I just learned I can do this. Wait, no. All right. So it moves here. Orkvo, you would still get caught in it. It was more about who didn't. Okay. So from its pores and from everywhere, just like all this acid just starts filling a huge giant space around it. 30 feet. So I need dexterity saving throws from Tingles, Rawmeal, and Orkvo.
didn't hear anything that was just
Oh,
said.
one.
My Discord
But
kind
I
of
get
messed
to
up.
reroll it.
Dexterity saving throws from Tingles, Romiel, and Orkvo.
Do I get
As-
inspiration for rolling a 1?
You do get it. Yep.
Okay, but I get to reroll it because of lucky or whatever that feat is.
Actually, I forget about that. That actually is a good wrinkle to that because technically you didn't roll a one because you'd be re-rolling it, but that means you'll never get that inspiration. So I love the idea that you get the inspiration even if you roll one and then re-roll it with your lucky ability. Talking out loud.
I don't suppose anybody wants to donate an inspiration to Orkfo.
Oof.
I forget. Am I able to do that for Bardic inspiration?
You cannot give Bardic, unfortunately, but the Nat 1 inspirations I do allow. Or special.
Can I just hand that to him even though I just got it?
Unfortunately, not just you just got it because it's happening at the same moment.
Okay.
Okay. Justin, no gifts of inspiration, correct?
No, I don't have anything.
I think so.
I would have used it on myself if I did.
All right. All right, so Tingles is a fail. Orkfo's a fail. What'd you roll, Romuel? I don't see the deck save.
It's a 6.
6.
Are my
Okay.
rolls not coming up?
It doesn't look like it. I wonder if
My fireball did from way back. And then
Hey.
a 6 came out after that.
I think there's a. Actually, I think I learned this. I think you can ping Havre. I don't know what any of that means, but you can ping it to see what the reaction time is. I thought maybe it would tell you it's like seconds long. What am I doing? Oh yeah, here it comes.
Killing us.
10d10.
You're killing us.
I am. Could be worse. It's 44 acid damage.
I'm gonna
4?
use absorb element.
44 acid damage. And no one's saved.
Why can't it be
That's-
poison damage? That would really help me out. Yeah, Tingles is down.
All right.
See, I knew I should have just thrown a fucking fireball.
Sorry. With those failures, the little dudes manifest too. So I deleted their tokens. Now I got to find them again.
Dang it.
Well,
All
if
right.
he would have flown a fireball, then we both would have been down.
So what?
I'm
Good point.
not gonna keep running and looking for it. So we're just going with these little
Your
dudes.
logic is sound, sir.
Oops. Okay, that's one. It's not the same tokens, but I didn't want to go through my library. Oh wait, there's one on the board. JK. There's still one there. Cool. All right, so that one, their one reappears next to Orkfo. Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna let Romiel and Tingles go, and then death saving throw potentially. And then roll their initiative. So, Romiel, your turn. Let's go with you, and then Tingles.
If I move, he's gonna get an opportunity attack.
Technically, yep.
All right. Well, I'm gonna move over to Tingles.
All right. At least you have your reactions. We'll see how it goes. A total of 10 to hit.
Okay. And it's an action to use a potion on somebody else, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to grab his body and Dimension Door. Let's see where. Probably really far away.
All right. So a healing potion comes in for how much healing?
That'll have to be next turn. Because it's an action.
Oh, I apologize. Okay, I gotcha. Zoom. Okay.
I'm going to use my cape to dimension door out.
All right. It will use a legendary action, and it'll take a shot at Cadmail, Orkfo, or Quaylen. So I'll be at Orkfo. And you're down, so he'll try and bite you. $27, I assume, is a hit.
Yeah.
15 plus 18, 32 damage, half to 16. All right, Tingles, death saving throw.
Orkfo's looking pretty rough.
One success.
Oh, here comes the recharge. Okay. That's something.
Also, just to double check that 1d3 was who it was going to hit, and that hit Orkfo, right?
Correct, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Just double checking, because I heard Cadmail, and, like, I'm going to be honest,
No, you're good.
I'm kind of tired. So, I hear Cadmail's name, and then nothing else about Cadmail. I'm like, what the fuck? Wait, what?
No worries. All right, he's doing another legendary action. Same thing. All right, this time, Catamil, he does shoot a psychic orb at you. I'll be a 30 to hit.
That just barely does.
It's crazy. 26 psychic damage.
Aw, darn.
All right, Orkfo and Quaylen's turn.
I got these dudes around me. I thought there was another one.
No, it's just one.
Oh,
There was one that was dead, and I stole its token
I
to
see.
make a new one. Oh, I forgot I need to roll
Okay.
initiative for them. I'm sorry. Hold music. Let's get them in. Okay. Last one. All right. So we got one coming up. And we got this one acting at the top. Okay, so I guess they're all coming up technically. All right. Thank you for your patience. Orkfo, it's your turn.
Thank you for your patience. Yeah, I'll just go for the one in front of me, I guess.
You do remember you can be attacking the beast if you want it, right?
I do.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
These guys
I'm not saying that's the right
6
choice.
Attacks.
Yeah.
20 slashers. And yeah, wish that bombard was still in play. Guess I could fly towards it, huh? 8 fire. And I do an mass. 33 definitely hits. I'll re-roll that one. So plus another 3 for 20 slashes. And fire somewhere. Stop covering up my fire.
Fuego.
For 7 fire.
Okay. Still
This
up.
guy's still up, huh?
Hmm.
Ah, boy. Yeah, I guess well, what can I do? I've got the bonus action. What can I do? I'll spend it. My final Chaos Burst, Chaos Surge for a 1, which is the Scorched Wind, Hot Arid, all creatures large or smaller, pulled within 5, already there, difficult terrain.
So nothing really too crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Basically nothing.
All right.
Okay. That's my turn.
All right, Quaylen, it's your turn.
Okay. I think I just finished up with work. So now I can focus on this. Alright. Quaylen is 65 feet above. How far is he? He's 150 feet away from the eye and 65 feet above the eye.
We're not pulling the Pythagorean theorem out, so just call yourself 150 feet from the eye. No, like 1%. I just don't even care that much. With diagonals too, right? So I'm just like, well, if you could move that. Oh yeah, I just want to get ahead of it. Don't worry about it. Just you're 150. You're as far away from it as you're as far away from it.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Yeah. So I'm going to do. Oh wait, that's tingles, not. Ah shit.
Did you have that sunburst thing you were thinking about doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna do because that's exactly 150 feet. Yeah, sunburst. That's what I'm doing.
All right, brilliant light. 60-foot radius. Each you can minus the conscious shame throw and fails to take 12 percent. Is blind for 1 minute. So save it takes half as much damage and blind by the spell. Undead and users have disadvantage on this saving throw. Okay, 60-foot radius. And it just happens one time, so I'm not going to measure it out. I don't care. Okay. Constitution saving throw. He does have a good save. Rolls low, though, for a total of 18. But I don't think... But Quaylen is not juiced up like the rest of you guys, so... So 18 is a success.
No, the Constitution saving throw is 19.
I failed? Hey!
Yeah.
I didn't. I assured you. Fuck yeah. That's what I get. He fails. So he chooses to succeed, but so that's one legendary resistance out. He had a plus 15 to that roll. I did not think he was going to fail. That was how close that was. So I'm sorry to debate you, but getting legendary resistance out is always still good. So still see the damage.
45 and half is 22.
22 is still a good chunk of damage. Okay. Anything else?
Quaylen takes a piss on him. That's his legendary action.
Sorry, you unfortunately can't use another spell this turn, so no Quaylen specific PP.
This is just
I thought
regular
that was
PP.
the sunburst.
Super Quaylen acidic PP. All right, this guy's gonna attack Orcfoe.
Wayland's acidic waterfall.
23 to hit Orcfoe. I believe that's it. Does. All right, 8 half to 4. That's a miss. That's a hit of 25. That'll be 15 half to 7. Fourth hit is a miss. Fifth hit is a miss. Sixth swing is a miss. Okay.
Still up.
So 5, 10. Wait, no, I forgot I could do like a measure thing though. So if I move and then go like that. So they teleport, zoom, and then dash. Oop. So 120. Oop. Cadmail and Tatiana. Oh wait, no, I have a third
Alright,
legendary
I'll
action.
Cad.
JK. All right. Ooh, this one goes to Cadmail. Psychic Orb. Zoom. 21's a miss. Cadmail's turn.
All right. I fly down the 50 feet or 40 feet or however much it was. Get right next to him. Right in the eyes. And I start slashing. That's a crit.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know why it didn't automatically tell the thing to go to crit damage, but so I'm just gonna roll.
We'll
my
end up
damage.
changing it anyways. Yeah, we'll end up changing it anyways.
Yeah. So
So 8 plus 3 for 11 plus 11,
yeah,
22.
22. And then 6d6, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so I'm just gonna add this up real quick.
45.
Alright, yep. Total of 45 damage on that first hit.
Cadmail, how do you want to do this? He had 44 health left.
Alright. Cadmail, upon seeing this thing attack Romuel and Quaylen and everybody else, and he's just a bit above it, is going to pretty much use his just take the distance as a chance to speed up as much as possible, and is just going to impale his sword as far as possible into the massive eyes.
You just keep following your sword, just like plunging deeper and deeper and deeper into it,
Yep.
cutting out its heart, whatever beating center to its being. And there in the middle, as you like plunge through this just mass, hitting solid objects, flesh, everything, you come to its center, and this, what would you think would be a heart, is just this brimming energy, and you feel an echo of chaos that you haven't felt in a long time, as you have faced chaos creatures before with Orkfo's storyline. And you're there, and you just plunge your sword into the chaos. And the creature howls, psychic streams blasting out to everyone, holding your ears, and it begins to implode upon itself, attempting to pull you into it, Cadmail, but you climb out as just parts of it being pulled in, and you're very much like superhero, running off of one, jumping off to another edge, and just climbing out as it all implodes into the chaos. And you guys see Cadmail go in, right? And then you see the body of this giant thing just start pulling in. And then eventually he comes out as you guys watch it all be pulled in to chaos. 1 second. And left behind is a portal. Massive and pulsating with energy. Oh, those creatures are pulled in and away too. We are officially out of initiative.
So Tingles, or not Tingles, Quaylen flies back down the level of everyone.
Oh, I guess we do have Tingles down making death saves, right? So I guess it does matter. Turn
Right.
initiative. My apologies. Cadmiel, it's still your turn if you want to act. Sorry, I forgot about
Alright.
Tingles.
So I believe that was, say, 50 feet of move speed used at that point.
Hmm.
Just trying to find where Tingles is. Somewhat of a large map. It's a little big.
Yeah, I am pinging it, but it doesn't make it that much more noticeable.
I
Where
don't
did he go?
There it is, way off in the top left.
top
Yeah, I
left.
could have gone further.
Oh, you
but-
dimension doored with him. That's why. Okay. I thought you left him behind, to be completely honest.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
like, dang,
Northwest corner.
Tingles is-
So you,
Alright. So 90 plus.
roll a perception check, Cadmiel. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you don't know where I went.
To be fair, I think they would have seen like the little dimension door pop up over there at some point. Theoretically, they could have.
I believe that's actually now 7 haste turns used. I forgot to do the 6th. But that is the end of Cadmiel's turn.
All right. Romuel.
All right. Opportunity to lightly shove him to drift off into the astral sea.
Which direction?
Doesn't really matter, honestly. Well, I guess I'll just try to stabilize him. I only
Okay.
have one potion. That's a supreme.
I'll be a medicine check.
Oh, actually, I have a superior.
I'd save it because, I mean, Quaylen can. Well, I guess if we're still.
Okay,
It's
that
gonna
was
be
a
a while
2
before-
for 4. But I will, I guess, try to drag him closer to everybody. Can I do that? Will that limit my movement?
Sorry, are you trying to stabilize him or give him a potion?
I tried to stabilize him.
Oh, you failed?
Yes.
Okay. Yep, you can drag him. Technically, it's half movement. All right. Tingle's death saving throw.
Give me a 20.
That
I
was
got
so
a nat
epic for
2.
some. 1 and 1. All right. Orcfo Quaylen.
Where even are they?
Literally way to the
Oh, I
northwest.
see.
Let me do this,
Yeah, I
actually.
don't know what I can do. I will dash, I guess. If I touch the portal, is it gonna like zoom me, or I don't know? Do I get the feeling I can like fly past it?
I mean, if you want to try and touch it, you can find out. But if you want to fly past it, then totally.
Yeah, I'll try to avoid it.
No, you can fly over it, just don't touch it. Or, I mean,
Okay.
touch it and find out, but you can fly over it.
No, I'm not gonna touch it. So I will move there. Doing this without a mouse is bonkers.
Oh, you're doing it without a mouse? What's your movement speed?
Yeah. It's 40, so dash would be 80. So it's here.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
You look down into the portal to limbo, swirling with energy. Quaylen?
I'll move on to somebody else, and I'll look and see if there's anything else I can do. I don't think I can.
I should have like had everybody put like a little plant in their pocket, and then I could have just done transport via plants. Like hopped over to you guys. Unless Tingles has bark dick, in which case, I mean,
Yeah.
both
The-
are plant.
Just so you know, it needs to be a large or larger inanimate plant.
What are you
Well,
saying
hey.
about Quaylen?
I mean,
Trunk.
Let's clear here.
It's not
Tingles
inanimate.
is fairly. right here. Let me zoom in because I don't can see what the hell's going on.
All right, Cadmill.
Alright. Well, 90 plus. Wait. That's not on Kedman's thing. Alright. I hope Tingles can survive one more turn, because Cadmel's going to use both actions to dash as far as he can.
Yeah, what I just learned, if you pick up your token with left mouse and you then click right, it'll do the measurement with it. Just figured out how to remember how to do it. I've been trying to remember. I thought it was like a keybind, but just left and right mouse.
I mean, Quaylen has true resurrection, so
It's more about just resources, right? Potion versus a diamond. It's kind of interesting how it plays out.
oh right.
I mean, that's just me, but if you just want your character to die and just waste a diamond on it, you 100% can.
Isn't it like a
Yeah.
5,000 gold diamond that we spent 30 minutes debating on whether or not we should buy it?
No. It's a $25,000 diamond that Tingles created with Wish, and didn't want to give it to him. Had all this criteria, so it would be quite ironic if Quaylen was like, "I'm not using this on him." Whose turn is it?
Romuel.
Romeo.
I'm just gonna use the superior potion. I risk it.
I mean, he's got one success.
No risking it for the biscuit.
Yeah, it still
Also
means
got
you're one roll
one
away
failure,
from a
yeah.
failure. Yeah. So
Any reroll in that one though.
this
even if he's
plus 8.
unconscious.
That's actually very true. He technically can reroll in that one. That's actually a very good observation.
So 32.
Okay, he uses the potion. Tingles is alive. All right, let's take our 10-minute break as you're out of combat and there's a giant portal ahead of you. All right, 13
So,
after
what
the
time?
hour.
Yay.
BRB.
Bye.
Perhaps.
to the ships.
All right. We're out of initiative. There is a giant portal, assumingly, to the plane of limbo, as the Chaos Gate Beast has been slain, and at its heart, Cadmiel triggered it to fold in on itself, revealing a passage. What would y'all like to do?
Look what you did.
Actually, I think. Let me see. Spell jamming helm. Oh, and sitting in it. So you have to be sitting in the spell jammer to be able to actually benefit. Okay. Well,
We should probably regroup on one of the ships.
yeah.
I'm just leaving you
We should
guys'
probably
tokens
regroup on
big
one
just
of
for
them that we
easy.
can actually fly.
Which Cadmail is attuned to the chariot of the purple dragon.
Just leave ship fuckery behind.
Tatiana speaks up as you all begin examining your ships and seeing just, fortunately, just a lot of dead bodies. The crew does not have to be completely lost. I could get them up and running again.
You mean desecrate them?
Put
Quaylen
them
looks at
to
Romuald.
use.
Romuald. He tries to speak quietly under his breath to Romuald.
Okay.
This is Quaylen, by the way. Is this one of those moments where we should be on alert with Tatiana?
I don't think so. Sounds like a reasonable request. Give me a little bit of time, actually, I could help her.
All right, Romuald, I trust you. This is stressing me the fuck out. Having to wonder if she's gonna fucking turn on us. This tingles have. Raised dead, which is only a diamond. That's 500. The fifth level spell size got one spell slot left. Do we see like a long rest in our future?
We don't know.
Oh, thinking.
We should probably get through this. Okay, let me speak in character. Well, I can always bring someone back to life if we need some extra crew, and I don't know how long this portal stays open, so we should probably make haste with whatever we're about to do. But I would hate to leave ship fuckery behind. Would you shut the fuck up about ship fuckery? That thing is the most ridiculous piece of shite I've ever seen. It's the biggest eyesore and just the most ludicrous idea behind anything. What, are you just gonna have massive orgies on that ship? I mean, don't threaten me with a good time. But yes, if your dream came true, you're telling me you would abandon that? Quaylen just starts cussing and muttering off into the nothing. Anyway, as I was saying, I can bring at least one person back to life. Would I like it to be on ship fuckery? Yes. Yes, I would. And that's probably what I'm going to do.
If you all gather the bodies, I can get them back and working. With the added benefits that you'll not have to pay them wages anymore. Silver
Can they
lining.
fly the ships?
Are they human? Like, are they back to who they were? Or are they
They would be zombies.
Tatiana's minions? Zombies, right. No one else feels uneasy about just having zombies fly our ships for us?
I'm more uneasy leaving the ships behind, but that's just me.
I'll tell you, if
There
anybody
is-
does that shit to me, I'm gonna haunt you from every plane of existence for the rest of eternity.
Yes,
There
see?
is-
See?
There is another option. After all, nothing is saying that we can't have one person on each ship that can man the helm. For instance, I'm the one attuned to the chariot of the purple dragon. That means, in theory, Orvex would be able to man the helm on one of these.
I
And we
yes.
rest the rest.
You want me to be a...
Wait, Orvex was dead, wasn't he?
I've
Yeah.
been hiding underneath here this whole time. There was this convenient copper lead lined refrigerator in the bowels of the ship. I've been hiding in the whole time. Apparently it protects against psychic damage. I had no mechanical benefits in the fight, so I'm alive, but if you all prefer me to have died in the combat, I will leave that up to you.
I don't know that much about magic, so I will trust your experience.
I would love to be a captain of a ship if you all would like me to be. Does anybody above table want Orvex to be dead for the narrative, or care that he survived through miraculous means of a copper-laden refrigerator? And yet, I mean, I'm doing an Indiana Jones nuclear blast reference there. It's a little deep, but it's there.
I mean, I think
Anybody?
it's fine that he's alive. Does anyone else have
Yeah.
an issue?
You can fly a ship.
Fortunately, Tango's there was space for me and there with Orvex.
Oh, right. I was so concerned about you. I was just looking for you, right? Guys, I was asking everyone about Gary.
Really?
Certainly wasn't focused on ship fuckery and all the orgies I have planned.
You know, Tingles, we got off on a bad foot. If there's orgies happening on the ship fuckery, you know, maybe I judged you wrong.
No, you judged me right. And,
You just don't like when people judge you, right?
look. I think we're just focusing on all the wrong shit, especially you, Gary, all the time.
No.
However,
That's fair.
let's figure out how we're going to get these ships going. Orvex, you
Orgies
go
and
get on the ship with the massive, humongous cannon.
What?
I don't have the ability to attune to my ship, but if I can bring one of those fellows back to life, preferably the captain.
Is that the
Then
agreement of
we're
all
good.
of the badges? You want me to attune to the blunderbuss? I'm willing. I just, well, Don't everyone jump in at once and I ask you for your group opinion on the matter.
Nobody
Confirm that
objects, then
she's-
he's just gonna go do it. All
I
right,
was
nobody
the one who
objects.
brought up the idea.
All right. You did get a sense, though, he wasn't just going to follow what Tinkle says.
Right. All right. Well, how many diamonds do I have right now? I've got plenty.
So, are we trying to get a pilot for every ship, but they will not be armed for lack of crew? Or should we focus on crewing one of the ships? And their weaponry.
Tell me how this zombie thing works.
Alright.
If you could gather the bodies, I can do a ritual and bring and animate the dead. They're good for basic task, and they should have echoes of the expertise that they had in life. So I think they would be able to man the ships.
And when you say basic tasks, who is giving these basic tasks?
The captains of their ships, I would assume.
You would assume.
So they're not just your minions at that point, right? Like, if I give one of them a task and say, hey, can you go take care of this thing over here? He will listen to me. And there's not some secret tether with you to them where you could give some crazy order. I don't know, say order 66, and they would just try to kill us all.
I could. But frankly, if I was going to try and kill you all, zombies wouldn't do the job. Cadmel could fart on one and they would fall over dead.
Caramel just looks over the edge of the ship at the portal.
If they pose a threat to you, then you underestimate your own abilities.
Quaylen takes that certainly as like a dig at him or kind of insult. Alright, fine. Look, I'm not here to make any decisions for the group, but I am here to make sure that this one here doesn't try anything funny. Whatever you guys decide, if you're comfortable with it, so be it. Just know, Tatiana, I'm always watching.
She
Do we
just
really think
nods.
these ships are going to be useful in Limbo? Looking for an archlich after all.
I think they're only good for transportation at this point. We don't really need a
think we-
full crew.
I think we can get by with 2.
Would you be able to keep their bodies in such a state that if we return home soon, we would be able to revive them?
It would be a waste of resources, but yes. Or I can let them go. If that bothers you.
These men willingly signed up and gave their lives to assist us in this. I think it's only right that either we bury them properly or we give them a chance to continue their lives. I'm not going to be against the use of their bodies from here on. However, if we can do this quickly and return them to proper life, then that's my goal.
What greater
We don't
honor
have the
could-
resources to.
Not here. not now. But when we're done, could take the ship back to Suzail.
You all have the touch of
Can you wrap the
gods.
bodies up?
Oh, sorry, Justin, go ahead.
Alright. So we can wrap the bodies up and put them in the hold for now.
Well,
If we're
that's
just going to
fine.
use the ships for transport, then having a pilot on the blunderbuss and a pilot here is all we really need.
Well, that's my point, is if Tatiana can reanimate them for now, so that we might make use of the weaponry on our ships. And then, once we have completed task of permanently dealing with a Serac, then we can head home and hopefully we would be able to revive the crew fully back to their original lives. Above table, I'm just saying, let's res them as zombies now and then focus on getting them back, revivified or whatever later. I did not hear anything about that other than the last.
It would be a very quick process. Gather bodies, give me 10 minutes, and the blunderbuss would be active. Ship fuckery fully armed. But I see wisdom and speed and not having to worry about their maintenance, their upkeep. We were advised, at the very least, though, to at least have one spelljammer in limbo, if I remember correctly.
Mine.
Did you say why?
What spell?
Sorry, Justin, what did you say?
What? I'm sorry. What spell did you
Uh,
have in mind?
No, it's a ritual of animate dead on a particular level. Above tables, there's not like a direct correlation to an actual mechanical spell. This is also a tool to get you guys
I think
narratively rearmed with a crew.
I think he was referring. I think he thought you said you needed a spell. I don't think he heard you say spell jammer. That we needed
Oh,
at least one spell jammer.
We were advised to have a spelljammer in limbo. But
No,
this,
well, no. You answered my question.
okay.
I was basically, yeah. I was trying to figure out if it was animate dead or not.
It's animate dead on a kind of ritual lich level.
All right, gentlemen. Well, what do we say? Do we let her bring back our crews as zombie folk? You know, there's actually something kinky with zombies. Can they do any task that you?
You
You know
all
what,
worry about
I'll figure it
me
out.
desecrating bodies by putting them back to the work that they began. And yet,
Listen, I said I'll figure it out. Just makes the question from the record. Yeah. So hey, you know what? I'm all for bringing back the whole cruise.
Romeo, please make sure that question is staying on the record.
shall I begin?
I don't
Yes.
like it, but if I'm the only one standing against you, I'm not gonna fight it.
I frankly don't
I'm
care if we all just want to get going, we can get going, but I would like you all to make a decision. We're wasting time.
we could just get started on moving, and you could begin the ritual, I believe. Would that be an issue?
I would need all the
After all-
bodies in one spot, but if you could accumulate them on the deck of one ship, we couldn't begin moving.
I think that could be doable. We could just take a few minutes, get the bodies piled up on the deck of the chariot or the bombard, I believe are the two with the best amount of space. And then once they're up, we can just maneuver close to each other and get the amounts of crew necessary.
Is that the will of the Badgers? I will not have Orkfo chopping my head off.
Oh, you will, just not today.
As I understand it. Shall we begin?
Let's, as Cadmill goes off to collect some of the bodies.
All right. You all, or whoever, right? Yep. Bodies are stored, or I'd say maybe on the chariot. That doesn't really matter to me, but all the bodies are laid out and accumulated. So, takes probably about 20, 30 minutes to do that. Just actually not really with your super speed and stuff. It's not that many bodies. So you grab them all in like not even 5 minutes. So they're all on the deck of the chariot. Ritual now or after we're through the portal?
Sooner we start, if there's no interruption by going through the portal, then the sooner it's done.
I agree with that reasoning. I'm ready to send them through. Vex's voice has been a while. I'd be happy to send the ship on through any moment. So Orvex is attuned to the blunderbuss. Cadmill is attuned to the chariot. Who is attuned to the shipfuckery?
I'm talking to mute. I don't think we have anyone that can attune to it. Is the problem?
Because he.
You
In
gotta
theory,
as members
we
of his
could-
crew.
In theory, we could, have one person be rezzed proper just to man the ship.
Mechanically,
Yeah,
Tingles
that's
could
good, yeah.
attune to it, but I guess that would take an hour. So, might as
Well,
well.
I'd have to unattune from whatever.
Yeah, it's fair too. So, Tatiana,
Can
or you all
I-
rezzing one of them could be the quicker solution. And then they can start on an
Can I
hour of attunement.
res the captain who was attuned to it?
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to spend an hour attuning to it. Okay.
Well, technically, that attunement's broken when he's dead. I don't really do that when you guys get resurrected, so let's just say he's still attuned to it. So,
All right. So let me.
it's actually something I never thought about mechanically until this moment. I'm like, if a player technically dies and is even revivified, are they still attuned to their items? I don't know, actually. I'm not going to make, I don't care right now, but it's something I'm actually going to be interesting repercussion if it breaks attunement. Give death a little bit more weight when it's hard to kill you motherfuckers.
All right. So he uses his 5th level spell slot. We lose a diamond. I don't have diamonds worth 5. I have diamonds worth 5,000.
Oh, wow. Oh, God. They're all fucking dead. Oh, wow. There's just there's my mates right there. All right. Oh, man. Oh, wow. You all survived. That's good. Who brought me back?
Yes, Captain, that was me.
Oh, Okay.
You happy how I took care of your ship while you were away?
As far as I know, sir, that's your ship. I'm just was manning it. Are you going to be able to bring my mates back by any chance? Kevin
In
was
time, yes.
Kevin was my first mate. He was my
In
brother.
time.
Good, good,
Well,
good.
Gavin will be the first one that we resurrect, but unfortunately, he may be brought back in the way that's somewhat disturbing. And so it would be best if you just kind of just pretended that these were different people walking around the ship for a bit.
You
We
want me
can
to?
even put like hoods on them if that would help.
What are you going to do to my mates?
No, not what I'm gonna do. It's just so that we have a fully manned ship as we're, traversing through the cosmos, right?
I like to imagine
have to
you're
be
like
brought back
floating
anyway,
through space with your like arm around his shoulder, your little gnome legs. It's like you get to do this in space, right? It's like 6 foot guy, but you can like hover. You're just like taking him over to the ship fuckery, razzing him, and behind you, all Tatiana's like sitting down and starting black magic ritual on a body. This guy is his friends and such. Because it's gonna take him an hour. Well, no, I said he can stay attuned. JK. So you take him over there talking to him. Sounds like you guys are just gonna pack up and sail then, because he is still attuned to the ship. Oh, to be fair, it was going to take me an hour as Orvex, so I guess mechanically, narratively, Tatiana could, do what she needs to do if you want before going through the planet portal. Yeah, just thinking about it, Orvex will need an hour to attune anyways.
Yeah, so I think it makes sense just
Yeah.
to
So Tatiana,
bring back.
is that okay with everyone?
Yeah.
There's an hour to kill. Bodies are collected. Tingles
Short rest.
resurrects Captain. What's up?
Short rest time.
Yeah, technically, yeah, an hour would pass. Yeah, I don't think moving bodies would count as too much of a heavy load. Yep. So, and Tatiana does her black magic ritual, gets all the bodies in there. It's very spooky. Things get very dark. There's a lot of dark spirits rising up from the bodies. Not the souls of the people; those are somewhere. But eventually, the the ship fucker is just crowded, and all the bodies, like one by one, just clamber up, and you now have zombie crews for the ships.
What could go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
Well, shall we go to Limbo?
Sure hope we find a place to rest once we get through. I don't got much fight left in me, man. But don't see as we have any choice. We don't know how long this chaotic portal to Lord knows where is going to stay open.
Romeo, I think you would notice just Tatiana does exert herself, and her HP was very low, and then like doing that ritual, she is very spent. She's like almost woozy amount of spent. I could approve of a long rest. All right, do you guys want me to assume you get your crew situated and start passing through? We have some tired minds tonight, so if I need to help push you guys forward, I can. Okay. Any last comments or considerations?
We don't know how long the portal's open.
You do not. The person who had some information on it was the captain of the blunderbuss.
So once we pass through and enter Limbo, what's our first destination?
Well, I should still have a marking on where Serak's soul is. Hopefully that'll be enough.
We have all 3 ships available.
Currently, yep. Orvex is attuned, a resurrected captain's attuned, and Cadmil's attuned. Anything else, Romil?
Onward ho.
And the ship.
Yep.
Oh.
Are you just out of resources, or are you actually like low on health as well?
I'm pretty low on health, but not like
Even with the short rest?
even with the short rest. I only had 2 hit die left.
Oh wow.
What happened to your old hit die?
I don't know.
Yeah, wasn't that the
remember
first fight we've been in since the last long rest?
You should have all
Missed a
your...
few, so maybe they didn't reset.
Yeah, you should have all your hit die, just so you know.
Okay.
Unless, like, there are some newer abilities that do, like, spend hit die, but I don't think you have any of those kind of items.
And definitely not enough to use 17 dice.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You should definitely have all of them.
Okay. Let me see if I can figure out how to make it do this. So I used that one and that. I'm just gonna roll them manually. 'Cause
Alright.
I don't know how this short rest system works.
I do the same thing. I just roll it manually and then clear them out. Just let me know when you're all set, Jeff.
Okay. Okay, figured it out. So 1 sec, short rest. do, lots of dice. Still need more.
Don't forget to add your con modifier. Like your con gets added every 10 plus or 10 times whatever.
I'm not doing it manually. I figured out how to do it with the system.
Oh, gotcha.
So
All right. Zombie crews assembled. Helmsman's attuned. You make your way through the portal on the back of your spelljammers. You go into the portal and it just kind of wraps over you, the purplish light, and it's almost like a fog around you, but you do feel the magic. You've all teleported so many times. You feel it, that little kind of static energy on your skin, hair on the back of your arm standing up. But it's very seamless. There's no jump, there's no teleportation. It's like you just pass through gently. And eventually the fronts of your ships, one by one, emerge out into a new place, a new realm. The first thing you would notice is just the sudden wind. Primal, hot, scorching, whipping across. All around you is space, just like you left in the astral sea. You do see what looks like be distant stars with more of a purplish hue here, and just objects, randomness. In front of all the ships, all of a sudden, a tree appears, roots and all, and then is gone. chunk of rock appears somewhere else and is gone. You see little pieces of randomness everywhere floating. And as the ships kind of drift out, they're just slowly drifting. The portal behind you still open. You just see objects. Something that goes floating by is literally like a pond. Earth and everything around it grassy, just a piece of it just floating by. But what really catches your attention is in the distance. You see buildings floating. Remnants of buildings, all kind of centered on this space out in the distance, drifting. Buildings broken and shattered. You see rubble floating through that area. And at its center, thunder. You see lightning of red streaking lightning. Massive storm. But not like a storm you've ever seen before. There's no rain. And the swirling mist about it are all shining with magic. And it's massive. I would like everyone to roll perception checks.
Perception.
How much is the bardic inspiration right now?
I don't know, like 1d12.
Cool. 22.
Okay. Romil, you did roll and did pop up. Okay.
21.
Quaylen and sorry, your names are different, so I was like reading the roll and trying, and my brain was like,
yeah.
Riley the Victrax. Ugh. And Cadmail, in the center of the storm, there's an object. And all this remnants of a city, a large structure floating around it, like it's caught in a gravity well. And there's the storm inside of it. There's this object that catches your eyes even from a distance. And it's bright and white. And it must be pretty large for you to be able to make out what it is. You see the shape of a statue made out of crystal at the very center. Romil, Tatiana is standing at your side, looking out upon this swirling. Do you feel it?
You recognize that?
It's magic. And when she says that, you begin to feel it too. You have a natural inclination for the weave. This is a storm of magic. And the magnitude of it and its manifestation here hits you like a truck. And it hits Tatiana too, enough for her to kind of gasp and like grab the railing of the ship that she's on.
Is it like an uncomfortable overstimulation?
It's overwhelming. It could be considered uncomfortable. It's kind of how you want to play the sudden just realization and feeling of the weave manifested in such a powerful, concrete way. It's definitely hitting Tatiana like it's uncomfortable. She even like holds her head. And you see a little bit of blood coming out of her nose.
You all right?
Yes,
That ritual seemed to take a lot out of you. This isn't adding to it, is it?
I'm afraid it is. I've never felt anything like that. Like this. We're closer. Ah. There's layers.
The soul?
I do. We're closer but far away still. There's layers. Layers to the limbo. We must go deeper. And she kind of looks up and like points at the storm. And that's the way that we need to go. I think I need to lie down.
It's out of character. Which ship are we on?
I imagine the purple dragon. I do think narratively she does like keep a respectful distance from Orkfo. So I kind of like maybe I think Orkfo was riding the bombard a lot, but I'm not saying that's what he's doing.
Is it full of zombies?
All the ships are full of zombies,
Yeah.
technically.
Staying away from zombies.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Cadmail and Tingles, but I assumed that all crews were brought back to life because they will be able to man weapons and such, so they would be at full capacity. You can correct me on that assumption.
That was what Cadmail was hoping for.
Okay. Yeah, so Orkville were
All except for the one that I brought back to life.
exactly, which is a full living, breathing person now.
Hmm.
Because I think you were giving commands to the blunderbuss originally. Do you just want to assume you're still doing that, Orkvo? Or
Yeah,
it's just
that's
too
fine.
much of a bad taste in the mouth kind of thing?
Nah, it's fine.
Quaylen is hanging out with
It's
Tingles.
probably going to be
I'm just kidding.
What'd you say?
Okay.
I said Quaylen's obviously going to be hanging out on Tingle's ship. That was a joke. I'm assuming they would be like, I'm just going to stay over here. Maybe Quaylen. I think Quaylen was riding with Orkvo too, just so there was like a respectable amount of split up. So Romul, I think Tatiana would be with you. Do you want to be on ship fuckery or the chariot?
I guess the chariot.
Okay.
Yeah. That way we're kind of evenly split. Well, it's probably going to be a while until we get our bearings, so I suppose you should rest below deck.
She kind of like, she's like definitely grimacing in pain and holding her head. And she grabs your arm. Think about where you want to go. Think about wanting to go to the next layer. Focus on it. Do you attempt to do that, Romeo?
Yes. I'll close my eyes and start trying to picture the layers.
And wanting to go deeper. And as you start picturing the layers, you feel a tug at you. You feel a tug in a certain direction when you think of the top layer. You think of a tug in a direction, and there's multiple directions. But then you think about the deeper layer that she mentioned, and that tug pulls you to the storm. So essentially, you can find your bearings by thinking about where you want to go. The astral sea actually kind of works similarly. So you feel what she feels, and that is if you want to go deeper, it's through the storm. And then she kind of...
Would
Yeah, go ahead.
it would have to be Catmail though, right?
No, not necessarily. Anyone could technically do this. She's just telling you.
Oh.
Simply tell me where to go, Ramiel, and I will follow your directions.
I'm gonna point up at the storm. It's above us.
I say in front of you. You're like looking at it, but it could be anywhere. It's space. It's a space. So let's say it's like you have to look up a little bit to see the floating debris of a city and a storm in the middle of it and a statue at its very center point.
All right, I'm gonna point at the storm. We have to go in there.
Yeah, Tatiana kind of leaves, like stumbles away.
You can take the first mate's cabin. You need to rest.
Thank you. You also get the feeling, too, that this definitely echoes the astral sea in this space, and that you can fly just like you could with the same modifier as the astral sea.
Alright. Are you sure that storm won't tear us apart, Ramiel?
No, I'm not.
Well, we didn't come this far to be dissuaded by a storm. Tingles, orc foe. That storm is
Aye.
our objective. Let's move out.
Now you're talking.
I guess, Cadmail will direct the ship towards the storm.
And you approach closer, closer, closer. You start seeing more rubble in the storm. Romeo, I'd like you to roll an Arcana check.
28.
As you're getting closer and closer, the storm, you can feel the weave and the magic start to kind of reverberate in the ship. And on your person, you can feel it clinging to all those magic items that you have, your powerful robe. I don't remember what else you have, your book. And you feel like magic is not going to play nicely in the storm. And that would also extend to the ships being magically powered. Because you guys are literally in front of like a wall of a hurricane, like red lightning.
So long as Romuald does not seem to have any concerns, Cadmail is just going to try and get this done and over with.
Do you say anything, Romuald? Are we kicking forward?
Yeah, no, that's where we gotta go.
All right. And the ships enter the storm. And that's when the chaos begins. And the storm and the magic begin to cling to the ship. You feel the ship shaking. And the ship takes 15 damage.
Or does it?
It does take force damage. Yeah, I think there's a damage threshold, to be
That
fair.
actually meets the damage threshold.
Yeah,
That's
so it starts-
exactly the damage threshold.
That's the first 10 feet that you enter the storm. Every 20 feet, the ship just keeps is breaking apart.
Can I try to mend it as it's doing that? Oh, wait a second. Never mind. Mending is a 1-minute caster.
Do you continue? All your ships are taking this damage, by the way.
There's no use in just turning back now.
All right. To keep things simple, you don't know how far you're into the storm. Your vehicles have officially taken half the damage. Do you continue?
What do you say? Half the damage? You mean like half the
Your
total
ships have
damage?
HP.
They're bloodied.
Right. So they're half.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Your spelljammers are ripping apart by the storm. Do you continue?
Yes.
I mean, this is where we're trying to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do. I feel like we're screaming into the storm, and like one or two of us are like, "Shit, what do we do? Do we turn back?" And someone's just like, "Fuck that, let's go." I don't know who. Definitely Tingles is worried about his ship. He's like, "But wait, my orgies."
I'm going to roll a d4. Since you're at half, that's going to represent 25% of your ships. So another 50%. Your ships are at 75% total of their HP.
God damn. And
When
we
you
have no idea how far we're into this. We are.
That's when you emerge into the eye and stillness. You all see the statue in the center. 25 feet tall. It's on one hand very lifelike, and it's just, now you see it's like, it does look crystal, almost like diamond. And it looks like a woman with long flowing hair, with an outstretched hand. But then there's the crystal diamond-like structures are like naturally pushing out of the body. Roll a history check for me, Romul.
We're kind of out of the storm, sort of, right? It's an
Yep.
18.
18. You see in the floating structures that are slowly, or I say slowly, actually kind of quickly spinning around this epicenter, this statue. You see my words. You see religious symbols carved into certain columns, certain pieces of the structure. Archaic. Mistral. It seems to be an old... Go ahead.
I was going to ask, are there any inscriptions or anything that I can make out?
Not from this distance, but the likeness of the statue is what kind of registers for you.
This is an old Netherese statue.
Roll an Arcana check, actually, because I don't think this has come up on Monday.
26.
And now that you see the statue a little bit more clear, you're aware of a certain substance. The god diamond, also known as vadium. This is a homebrew thing that I come up with, but pretty much is found in all my games at this point. It's a substance that's very diamond-like that is said to only be managed to be made, or I shouldn't even say made, well, sometimes made, manipulated by the powers of gods. It's said that mortals, no matter how powerful, no matter how much magic they have, can't even shape it themselves. Only the most powerful gods and deities can. So you're seeing a statue of this, and with the diamonds like kind of sticking out of it. And underneath it is a very surreal display. So you have the statue floating in the middle. You guys are now in the eye of the storm. There's these buildings circling around it, like it's almost creating a force. And then the air itself underneath the statue is crystallized almost. Not vadium, but there's like almost like an explosion happened here in this place of magic that literally solidified and formed actual solid surface. And the epicenter again looks like it's from the statue.
How far away is it?
I'd say you're all about 130 feet from it. You hear a scream from the inside the ship. You hear Tatiana scream and cry out in pain.
Romeo will rush down below deck.
Quaylen does like a little. Fist.
Does a little what? I'm sorry.
He does like a little yes, like at her pain.
You run into the space and you see her in the bed, writhing around, blood coursing down again through her nostrils, all over her face. And she looks at you. It hurts. Ah. Oh my gosh. She like reaches out for your hand.
He'll grab it. What is this? What's wrong?
My head. It's overwhelming. Do you know what this place is? Don't you feel it?
Sound like a dumb question. Do I feel it?
She kind of like grabs your hand and looks at you with his wide eyes. This is where she died.
Mistral?
This is Mistral's deathbed. And she's looking at you, blood all over her face. You've never seen her lose composure like this. And she just starts crying. She just starts going, I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. No. No! And she like screams, and it's enough to kind of like reverberate a little bit. Her power.
Everyone's gonna be taken aback. He's never seen her like this before.
She like just crying, writhing in pain, and just going, no, no, I don't want to. And then you hear her go, not him. You hear a voice from Tatiana. This place speaks familiarity. Much changed, but little. And Tatiana looks at you. Thy would have made a fine vessel and granted the power of a god. She will suffice, and so better to take her power.
Is her voice different at all?
That the voice change is masculine and completely different and foreign.
Is it sound like the voice in the staff?
She casts a spell at you.
Can I counterspell?
You can certainly try.
I will. Just third.
Okay. Go and give me an intelligence check, please.
Ouch. 13.
You hear the masculine voice. And just before he finishes, you hear Tatiana just scream, no! And everyone hears this piercing screech. And then it stops. Die. And he casts Power Word Kill on Romuald. Romual's body, you can just
I
go
don't suppose I
rigid
could cast counterspell on it.
and jagged, and your body begins to break, and Tatiana is screaming. In your dying moment, Romuald, you realize the forgotten one, Karsus, has come to where Mistral died.
Wait,
And I went,
Karsus was in the stat?
and we're gonna end there. I know it's early, but
Oh, God.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Shit.
Oh, God. Well, shit.
Great. And he's our meteor guy.
He's just a copy of him, though.
Been the meteor
Now,
guy for like 2 sessions, and that's all I'm gonna be remembered as.
Robert wanted to tell you guys, even he came to you, chat, to tell us.
Robert. Yep. God damn it.
Should have killed her when I had the chance.
It's obviously very hard to kill characters, so I'm not saying it's the end of Romuald.
No, it actually makes things really complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, well, Quailen can bring him back, and it's instantaneous, right? I don't know.
Well, I guess I don't know, Nate. I don't know.
Everyone heard the
Let's just talk about
scream.
this next week.
No, I mean, let's just set the scene, though. I also want everyone coming in this with fresh minds and also be able to set it all up better. But everyone heard the scream of Tatiana from the ships. So everyone knows something just happened. So we'll be rolling initiative next time to see what that is.
Still haven't had a long rest.
I did. Well, I don't know if any of the other characters know it or not, but resurrection spells won't work.
I mean, you can tell them if you want.
Yeah, well, they're not going to work.
oh,
Because he is a simulacrum.
No, he's not a simulacrum,
clone.
but he has the clone spell active, and
Yeah.
because you're not going to call his soul back to his body because his soul's already in another body. So I
Yeah,
don't
and
know
where's that
how
body?
you wanted to do it, Nate, but well, it would be in one of 2 places because he has 2 clones. So I don't know.
Oh,
Fucking
actually,
damn it.
But one of them is back in Cormier, so it's it's gonna make things really complicated.
And
damn,
for
Tatiana
Quailen's
really did
brain
just
shift,
hit that restart at last checkpoint button on you.
Oh, and it's so perfect too because if everybody just runs in the room, it's just gonna be a dead Robbie on Tatiana pointing a wand at him.
Yeah, we can
'Cause,
talk
yeah, it's
about
like
the clone and
immediately
stuff.
after-
Mhm.
Yeah, it was immediately after this happens. It's Romeo's going to be waking up in one of his clones.
You do have room, if you wish, to
Yeah.
say it wasn't a clone. I think you can still get out of it, and we can still bend the narrative for it to be a clone. But yeah,
Well, it's not that I'm a clone.
your
It's
spirit
just when
goes.
you
Yeah.
have the clone spell active, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's Romual's original body go bye-bye.
Let me say this, because I don't want also Justin to have to sit for a week thinking about the repercussions. In my opinion, if someone casts a spell like True Resurrection on Romual's body, Romual alive on Toro will have a choice to let that body die and return to the original. That makes sense? That's
yeah,
that's
I
stretching it or bending it, but that's more. I don't want to kill off Romual from the narrative, right? Romual's dead though, so there is room for you to keep getting Romual in it if the party survives what's going to happen next, right? We're also assuming because you guys have not long rest, and there's a fight on your hands against someone named Karsus. So it's about to be very, very tough for everyone, let alone Romual. But just, I'm fine with that narrative. Like, let's say everything goes according to plan, True Resurrection goes off, you're out there on Toro, and you feel this tug of the power of gods. Like, I have no problem with Romual's spirit being ripped back to this body here, But if that's not in the spirit of how you want to play it, that's up to you, right? Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, I do have an idea.
Yeah, I'm very liberal with your resurrection spells in regards to Romual. So Justin, it really, in my opinion, falls down to what you want to happen narratively. Does that make sense? Do you want it just to be a hard lockout of Romual at the end? Or I say hard lockout. There's a lot of room for messing with the narrative. Or, we can be more liberal with interpretations of Revivify, and if people can get to you within a minute, stuff like that. Actually, yeah, and like, let's say if a Revivify goes off, I'm still okay with that, right? We could even make the argument that your soul doesn't even make it to the clone yet, right? And gets pulled back before it gets there.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's room to mess with the narrative and the mechanics, in my opinion.
To be fair, it does say that the soul transfers to the clone, provided the soul is free and willing to return. Romual,
Fair.
perhaps knowing that
Well-
his friends or his allies are nearby, could just be,
Holding on.
I'm not going
Yeah.
to the clone. I'm going to hold off for like 10 minutes and see what happens.
I don't think he would, though. Why chance it?
I mean, I think that, I don't know, it's one of those things where I can see it kind of either way, where Romual, assuming that it was possible to be like, you know what, I'm going to wait. I'm not going to go immediately. I'm going to give it 10 minutes or something like that. I think that's a DM.
Because if you go, there's no quick way back.
Yeah,
like,
it's like
If you go to
there
your body,
isn't a teleportation circle on the ship.
Romual goes and plane shifts to Sigil and hangs out in Sigil because we wanted to go all along. This is one of those moments where player decides what they want to happen narratively, right?
yeah.
So
Yeah,
I agree
I would
with
have to think about it.
Yeah, I agree with Riley's interpretation of it too. Willing, maybe you don't want to abandon Tatiana in her moment of pain and suffering. Maybe your soul is caught if the Revivify goes
Yeah,
off. Like
If
I think there's.
if that's mechanically possible, then yeah,
I
that's definitely
100% think that. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. That's probably what he'll do then. I mean,
This
he
is-
can just wait. If he can wait for a resurrection spell to go off, then I don't have
Yeah.
a problem doing that.
cool. So now we all know what kind of the what it's going to look like. Fight for your guys' life and for Romual's life. Next time on Inglorious Badgers.
On the Badgers.
Oh, see.
No, badges.
Justin, I've been waiting to tell you about Karsus for so many months now.
Yeah, holy shit.
I knew you'd
That's
enjoy that
crazy.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just
I'm
above
going
table
to,
talk. Go ahead.
I'm gonna avoid googling Karsus.
Same.
I mean, it's up to you guys if you don't want to. Like, I was
I
actually
like
I was gonna
to
talk lore. Yeah, that's fine. We'll
I was
let,
gonna say I could tell you all about it.
yeah, in my
I
opinion,
do have to go to
Romuald,
the bathroom, so
because of
when we
his
talk lore-
figure, you would know him, right? That's why I was allowing Justin's knowledge to trigger with Romul's in that moment too, so you can appreciate the reveal as a character. Because
I think
He
every
could've-
wizard would probably know who that is.
yeah, yeah,
It's
Oh,
kind of
I
like
think
it's kind of like the idea of being a physicist here on Earth and having no idea what
yeah,
Einstein is.
exactly.
I think I remember you telling me about Karsus actually, Justin, a few months ago.
Yeah. Well, probably. I mean, probably at some point. The whole Netheril, all that stuff is like my favorite bit of lore out of Forgotten Realms. So, if you start me talking about it, I'll just keep talking.
But I gotta go to the bathroom, so you guys have a good night.
Have a good night. GG's.
GG's.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Kill you next time.
GG.